All right, hello everyone. Welcome to ToroHack. This is the competition here. So this is a capture the flag competition. I'm going to log in. You're going to be given credentials. You're going to join our Discord server. They will give you credentials to log in with. Let me just log in with some here real quick for you. All right, so you'll get a username, something like ToroHack. In this case, I think I got 2. You'll log in with the credentials you're given. Once you log in, you'll see a series of challenges. This is kind of Jeopardy style. So if you see something like this first section here is called Pentest. This is these are all images on a Pentest machine. So you'll be given access to log into a machine here. Let me show you. So you'll go to cscp.csudh.edu. You'll use the same credentials you used to log in for the competition. Let me just log in with those. Alrighty then. So you'll be logging in with the same credentials here as you did for the competition scoring engine. Let's see. And you'll be dropped directly into a Kali Linux virtual machine. From here, you will need to find the victim machine on your network. It's on the same network as you. So if you want to know what network you're on, you could just use a couple terminal commands here, right? So IP address shows my network here. This computer has the address 172.30.30.10. It's on the CIDR notation 24, which means it's on this network. So all the other computers on your network will have the same first 3 numbers here, right? So if I want to find another computer on the network, for example, I could use Nmap. We'll scan our network, right? So I just put in the address here. I'm giving you a little tip here to find the other machine. So I'll let the scan go. So we've identified another machine on our network here. It's at this address. You can see it's got some services running that it probably shouldn't have running. And so just as a hint, just to get you started, it looks like port 80 is open on this machine, which means it's serving web pages. So if I open up a web browser here, I can go to this machine's address, right? 172.30.30.11, I think was the machine address. And there it is, right? So this is a little hint here, right? So you can see the machine serving a website. It looks like just a page here, but there's some hidden messages. Another hint here I'm just going to show you is you could look for other pages on here. So like, for example, a famous page is if you want to stop web crawlers from searching your page here, you'd use a file called robots.txt. So there's your first hint for this image. So this is the pen test category. You'll use this machine to do some of the challenges. You also have the ability to use this machine to solve some of the other questions. So that's what you would do to solve these. So you click on maybe you cracked a password for one of the users. You would just say, find the user with the user ID 1004, put in the password if you cracked it, and then submit, and you'll get the points. The pen test questions are worth the most points. And then we've got some other ones. There's some forensics questions. Some of these I would just disregard. These require a lot of time. I'm not sure if we have today, but if you want the challenge later on, just go ahead and let me know, and I'll give you some information for these. Password cracking. You're just going to put the answers here for each user. So the password hashes that you're cracking are in this tab here. There's a couple hash lists here you can crack. Once you crack those, you'll look for the username on the challenges here. Let's say I cracked the password for JCA user 39. I would go over here, put in the password, submit. Remember, you only have 3 attempts. The other category we have here is there's a lot of questions, right? So your answers should be in the format. Here we go. So hidden messages. This is encoding. There's steganography involved. Let's take a look at some. So for the steganography questions, you download this image and there's a hidden message in it. So we have a wiki page where we have some information and resources you could use. It's at wiki.torohack.net. It kind of goes through how to use the all the tools that you need to solve these problems. It's got some rules and etiquettes for the server, right? So we want to treat everybody with respect. Remember, if you're a student here, you're a representative of the university. Try and keep it non-offensive, no harassing, right? And don't attack the scoring engine, right? So just solve the questions. If you attack the scoring engine, we're of course keeping logs and we'll know who did it and you'll be booted. So here's some specific instructions if you need more answers. They show you there's some bash terminal commands, some of the basics here. This shows you how to actually solve those steganography questions in the hidden messages. There's several ways to do this. We also have instructions on how to solve the password cracking questions. We have a couple word lists we're using. Rock used the biggest, but we're using a bunch of smaller ones as well. Here's some instructions on how to detect a device on your network. I kind of went through that briefly. And any other information you need here? Let's see, encoding, decoding. If you want to try installing a virtual machine on your own computer, remember, so you can run these questions and maybe have a Linux virtual machine to use. There's some instructions on how to do that here. We've also got, we will post some resources for the encoding questions, maybe some websites and things that you can check out to see. So there's like Caesar shift encoding. Let me show you a couple of those. Let's take a look. Encoding question here, right? So this looks like some kind of hash. I'm going to assume this is base 64 to decode this, but your answer will look like this. It'll have either CASI as the first letters or Toro as the first letters. Okay, so if you're decrypting this message and you find out and it translates to CASI or Toro at the beginning, that means you probably have the right answer and you can submit that as a flag. So then those are the encoding, decoding questions. Down here we have, I think that is it. So there's a lot of questions here, right? So I will post the scoreboard as we go. So remember, once you get into Discord, let me talk about that for a minute. Our Discord channel, I think I will put a link here in the chat. There's also a link up on the Eventbrite. Let me see, is there some admin here? Can you guys post a link to the Discord channel in the chat? Let me get that for you guys real quick. Stand by. Oh, somebody put it up there. Thank you. Thank you, Jobert. And that's it. So jump in the Discord if you want. We've got, wow, there's 3 different Discord links in there. Let's see. I think
they're all the same thing. But
okay.
The one that I posted is the permalink.
All right, yeah, so I guess they're all go to the same place. So go ahead and click one of those links. You'll join the Discord server. Some important instructions about the Discord server is that it's going to require you to authenticate. You're actually not a robot, so it's going to send you a direct message. You're going to have to put in, a couple words, a CAPTCHA of some kind. And then once you do that, there'll be a terms of, an agreement, a terms of service of some kind, code of conduct. You'll have to click the check mark to agree to that. Once you do that, a bunch of channels will show up. You go ahead and hop into the, let me just take a quick look here, make sure I give you correct instructions. You'll hop into the, let's see, which channel? So you'll start here, you'll go to the code of conduct, you'll check it, and then another channel will show up. The team join channel or general chat, whichever you prefer, and then just say, hey, I'd like to join a team, or I have a team already. We're going to be putting people into groups of 3, so you'll have your own private channel once you get to your team, so you can work together, share pictures, share answers. Remember, you guys are all using the same virtual machine, so if 3 people are on there at once, you can all view it, but only one person can control it at a time. You'll all be submitting questions for the same team number, right? So you'll be like ToroHack, THack 1, THack 2, those will be your team names. And then you'll all be submitting questions to the same place, right? So don't take each other's guesses. And that, I think, covers most of the ToroHack competition. We will stop the competition at 3:00 p.m. And then we'll assess who won and who didn't. I think they're giving out prizes for the top 3 places and maybe top in each category. I'll have to confirm that. But that covers it, I think. So the Discord, you'll have to be on there. They'll answer questions if you want. You've got the competition scoring engine. Let me just put the link up there. This is at CTFD. There's where the scoring engine's at. It's up and running now, so you can start once you get into Discord and we get you into a team. We'll just have to verify your email so we can give you prizes if you win, and then that's it. So let me take some questions. Let's see. Somebody says, I do not see channel except verify here. That's exactly what should happen, right? So once you verify, all the other channels will show up. Let's see. Somebody says, so if you have, let's see. It says you are verified already. So I will put you in touch with the, I will keep my support. I have some support staff in the channel here now, so they will go through and answer these specific questions one-on-one until we get everybody into the Discord. Let me see if there's some general questions. Oh yeah, so there might be some problems. This is a huge student undertaking, right? It's a student-led event, so students put in the questions and sometimes there's mistakes. So if you're absolutely sure that you found the answer to a question, and you're like, it isn't solving, right? Then let one of the staff know and we will fix the question because it could be broken. So absolutely, yes. So if you find something, you're absolutely sure it's right, go ahead and let us know. We will fix the question. We have a whole team ready for that. Now, let's see what other questions we got here. Yeah, so once you're on Discord and you sign up for your team, you will, and everything's checked out, we put you in a team, then we'll give you the credentials. And everything will be run through Discord. So on here on Zoom, I will just answer questions to get you to Discord. We'll support you there. And then once you're on Discord, we'll answer all the rest of the questions there. All right, so looks like Rayan, I will, can somebody else, is some support staff here help out Rayan? But other than that, I think, is there any other questions about ToroHack? I think this is recorded, so they'll be able to access it later. You can have any username you want. We're going to verify your Discord username with your real name using direct message just for prize purposes. So you're welcome to use a name that you want. Okay, you're helping them out. All right. Anybody, any other questions? All right. So I think we can stop the recording here. And then I will put up the scoring engine. I will put up the scoreboard. Let's see. Scores are hidden, so I'll post this on the admin section. That's what this Zoom meeting will show for the remainders. We'll show the scores as we go. And if you have questions, remember, I'll be there on Discord to help you out. And we have a team of helpful staff to help you too if you have any problems. All right, thank you everyone, and good luck. Good luck.